Oh yeah, we are heading off to Mystic Marsh, the first of the Winter Tundra's worlds. I'm categorising that as the first one you come across when you arrive in Winter Tundra. And that is the order we've been doing them in as we've gone along. Pretty much the order you come across them in, so that's why we're starting here. You can make out the animals of the things of this world, but, you know, those guys are actually subduing the animals. So as bad as it is that they're now running amok, I mean, you know, that's kind of cruel. Anyway, I definitely don't like monkeys that throw Wampa fruit at me. And yes, that is Wampa fruit they're throwing. I just nod to the fact that Activision oversaw the creation of...
Things just aren't the same since our magic fountain shut off. It sure would help if you could find out what evil force is behind this disaster.
The Insane Trilogy. See, definitely Wampa fruit. And don't worry, I do eventually learn how to dodge that. Dodge the fruit as I go along. This is kind of a learning process, this level, in a number of ways. I remember this from the original game, and yeah, definitely one of the hard levels, and obviously with the old polygraphic look that the games had, it actually looked kind of terrifying to me when I was younger. Not so much now. Not with all the polished shininess, and really haven't got a good way of words, have I? But there are so many in this level as well. I mean, we've already taken out 12, and we still haven't got to the top yet. Loads more up there. There's also loads of creatures underwater as well. Got platypuses with spikes. You know. Platypuses have spikes. There we go. So I told you I learned how to dodge their fire. It's not exactly it. You can wait until they finish throwing the fruits and then get them. But you can also dodge them. There's also a trophy, I believe, if you charge through all of them, which I do pick up. Not now, but later on. For now, I'm more focused on just making sure I get through this alive. As you can see, we still need to get 3 more enemies to activate the spring power-ups, which we will remember from our time in Colossus. Don't think they appeared anywhere else. They might have done. I can't remember. These are the creatures I was talking about underwater. Yeah, make sure you charge through them when their spikes are in. Like that. There we go, the power up is now active. Now if you don't actually need to get to the top, you can just take the whirlwind that you'll find on the other side of the river, that being the left hand side. That's the way we're facing right now. And now the right hand side. I'm making sure I collect everything down here before I move on. Okay, I believe I have, so taking the whirlwind up now. Now we get to explore the top of these buildings. You can see the canopies, but I think that's an hors d'oeuvre. Canapé is an hors d'oeuvre. Canopy, yeah, canopy. That's what we're exploring now. Yeah, 24 enemies. I'm sure most levels we've played so far don't have that many in them. I think I just glimpsed the gem down the bottom again. I'm sure that annoys me a bit later. Get the spring back up to the top. And carry on where I left off. Like most levels in this game, it's actually quite a small level, just quite a lot to explore. That doesn't make sense, is it? Quite a lot to do, rather. And good to know that the latest update of Fortnite at the time installed. Good to know. I've already got to those notifications off when I'm recording. I've seen there's a way, I just haven't been exploring. Here we go, we're on the right hand side of the top tier of this level. If you're wondering what all these strange objects lying around are, we've got plant pots, we've got cauldrons, just some random ducks in the pond. If you're wondering what that is, it's all part of one big orb challenge which we'll be taking on a bit later on in the level. And you'll, if you haven't played this game before, if you haven't seen this game being played before, you'll understand then what we're doing. Although some of this doesn't make much sense. But for now, yes, we're continuing picking up the gems that are lying around. We've also got the other orb challenge to do, which involves picking up spark plugs for a car. Because that's what you expect out of a Spyro game, isn't it? My god, we've reached 30 enemies. And that still isn't all of them. As with the talismans in the previous worlds, I'm going to try not to pick them up until the very end, which made it hard to retrieve the gem right in front of that NPC. But I found a way. Up a lot of lives in this level.
Ah, Spyro, a friendly face. A bunch of rotten thieves have stolen my spark plugs and I'm stuck here. Please get the 4 plugs back.
Not entirely sure why Nigel Thornberry thinks we're a friendly face, but then again, I'm not entirely sure why any of the inhabitants of these worlds seem to know us. Word can't spread that fast, surely. Although, at this point we have been here a while, supposedly. Yes, we've activated the spark plug mission, which means there are now 4 kangaroos around this level, each with their own spark plug. And for me this is where things got annoying, because some of these are actually quite hard to catch, hence the 4-star rating. Again, I would definitely say that's probably harder than the flag carrier's mission, flag keeper's mission. Oh, not his mission. Handel and Greta's mission. This is definitely harder than that still. But all in all, it takes me quite a while to catch these kangaroos. Oh, a couple of them in particular. Hence why we cut there, but yes, I do eventually catch it before he dives underwater again. But that is number 1. And we've got 3 more of those to go. And the second one over here. I have to chase him through the treetops. This one's definitely easier than that one we tried just now. Well, yeah, keep an eye out for where they go. Yes, and then continue that loop though. You can cut the corner there as well, go straight from the spring into the first building. There you go. That is number 2. You'll find a third one near the very beginning of the level, just across the other side of the river, which I believe is where I'm heading now. Caught them fairly quickly, but it did take a few attempts. And you'll find the 4th one in the alcove where the cooking stove was. I saw that just now. That's what the final one is. I decided to grab this stuff down here before I carry on. Got a few more enemies to take out. A few more platypi, which I'm almost certain is not the plural now of platypus. I believe once we've taken this last one out, that is all the enemies then. Might be a couple more still, but maybe they thought it would be overkill trying to get to 40. Who knows? And by they I'm talking about, again, Insomniac, because they created the game originally. Toys of Bob just remastered it, and obviously did a good job as well. Fortunately from there I have to take the long way back round, which is going through this tunnel again. From here I believe I do head it into the little cave up here and chase down the final thief. Did not get very far.
Woohoo! I'm back in business. Here, young dragon friend, take this. It's museum quality, but you deserve it.
Not sure if I'd deem an orb museum quality, but I suppose it'll look nice in a display. There you go, that's one orb challenge down. We've just got the last one to go. The last one to go. We've got one more to go. That is across the other side of the river. Where we'll be speaking to a familiar face. And believe it or not, it's not Hunter this time.
Oh, Spyro, so glad you're here. I'm perfectly useless without my trusty pencil, and I seem to have lost it. I do have this extra egg. Perhaps you can trade it for my pencil.
I do think it's strange that you'd find the professor in here. Well, he supposedly... well, he was working on the super portal. But he's now coming to Mystic Marsh and he's now lost his pencil. Strange. I'm sure he has plenty of others, but instead we have to do this quest. So what you have to do is you take the egg we just picked up from the professor, put it in this nest up here. Step 1. Preferably you do stick it in the nest as well. Not underneath it, despite the fact you aimed right at it. We now have, I believe, a seed which will go in that plant pot over there. See if I'm right, because I might have got it confused with something else. I was right. That plant somehow swallowed a duckling, which we have now swallowed. How charming. So we now take these over to the ducks down here. I also realised I'm 5 gems short at this point, and I mean, I know where it is now, and I'm sure you do, because I pointed out earlier on, but there we go, that's all the gems. Which we can drop the duck in here now. And what I'm going to assume is a beetroot. You could probably hazard a guess the way that's going to go. And you'd be right, it is going in the cooking pot. Just back in the cave again. And I mess up my jump there, so I had to take the long way back again. Unfortunately. There we go, just put that in the pot. The supposedly animate pot gives us a coin, which we now take to the fountain. We'll just spit that in anyway. And the fountain that we still haven't switched back on spits out the Professor's pencil, which means we can now take the pencil back to the Professor. The only way to get back to him is to go up high and then just drop down, just behind the whirlwind. Just spit it at him.
My pencil! Now I can begin calculating the age of the universe again. Here, take this orb for safekeeping. Allura thinks I'm going to lose it.
Oh, you have lost it, Professor. You just gave it to us. Ergo, you lost it. There we go. We have all the orbs. We have all the gems. There's one more orb to get, but we'll be getting that right now because it's the one we get on the way out.
What? Oh, I must have dozed off there. Golly, looks like I let the fountain switch off. Here, take this orb and, don't mention my little nap to Hydra, okay?
So that's what causes the chaos in this level, just one wizard taking a nap. Evil comes in many forms. You know, you could report into HR for that. That's not on.